Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're doing great. And I am so excited to be with you all this morning. Hope you're having a great time. Okay, so let's get down to business. Okay, so this morning we will be talking about types of houses, and this is the social studies. So we're talking about types of houses, and we have different kinds of houses around the world. We have different kinds of houses around the world. We have van, we have the apartment, we have the bungalow, we have the cabin, we have camper van, we have castle, we have chalet, we have the colonia, we have the condominium, we have container house, and so on and so forth. We have different houses around the world. So here we will be talking about different houses and types of houses. Okay? So our learning objective is learners will be able to identify different types of houses around the world. Learners will be able to identify the different types of houses around the world. So here are the things needed for this lesson. We need a global citizen student book, page 98 to 99. We have the global citizen student building skills activity book, page 52 to 53. We need a pencil, a sharpener, and an eraser.
Types
So
of
here we
houses.
have this warm-up
Hut.
activity,
A
and
hut is a
here you're going
small,
to watch
simple
this
house made of
video,
grass,
and here
mud,
you're going to
or
see
logs.
different kinds of houses. Okay, you're going
Barn.
to watch
A
this video,
barn
go
is a
through the
large building
video,
for
try
sheltering
to have
animals
some,
or
get some
storing
ideas
grains.
about the different types of houses
Bungalow.
around
A
the world.
bungalow is a low house, usually having only one story.
Cabin.
A cabin is a small and simple house made of wood.
Castle.
A castle is a large and strong building where a royal family lives.
Cottage.
A cottage is a small house, usually in the country.
Igloo.
An igloo is a semicircular house made of hard snow.
Tree house.
A tree house is a wood house which is built on the branches of a tree.
Tent.
A tent is a shelter made of cloth, held by ropes and poles.
Fort.
A fort is a strong building that is made to defend from the enemy.
Dormitory.
A dormitory or dormitory is a building with many bedrooms in a school where students live.
Mobile home.
A mobile home or a mobile home is a house which can be moved from one place to another using a vehicle.
Hotel.
A hotel is a place where you pay to eat and sleep.
Camper van.
A camper van is a motorhome with rooms to live inside.
Villa.
A villa is a large and luxurious house where you spend your holiday.
Chalet.
A chalet is a small wooden house in the mountains, especially in Switzerland, where you spend your holiday.
Yurt.
A yurt is a type of round tent with wooden frame.
Skyscraper.
A skyscraper is a very, very tall building.
Tower.
A tower is a tall and narrow building.
Terraced house.
A terraced house is a house that is joined by other houses with the same wall and built in the same way.
Mansion.
A mansion is a large, luxurious house.
Manor.
A manor is a large private house in the country on a big piece of land along with other smaller buildings around it.
Townhouse.
A townhouse is a tall, narrow house in a town or city, usually joined together with other similar houses.
Detached house.
A detached house is a house that is not joined to any other house.
Apartment.
An apartment is a room or a set of rooms for living on one floor of a building.
Apartment building.
An apartment building is a large building that has several apartments.
Condominium or condo.
A condominium or condo is an apartment building where each apartment is owned by the people who live in it.
So let's talk a little bit about the importance of a house. Definitely a house is very, very important. But let's look at it a little bit. A house is the place we live in. Humans, animals need a house to live in. We need a house to live in. And why is it important? A house keeps us safe, warm, and comfort. Remember, we have different houses under different weather conditions like cold, swampy, hot environment. So we have different houses in different environments. So let's look at some examples of houses around the world. We have a hut and an igloo. A hut and an igloo. We have a villa and an apartment. We have a villa and an apartment. So these are another types of houses. A villa and an apartment. And here we have the wigwam and a tent. A wigwam and a tent. These are another type of houses. So here we have a castle and a towers. We have castle and towers. These are another different kinds of houses we can find around the world. Tower and a castle. Okay, so before we continue with our lesson for today, I want you to tell me what kind of house do you live in? Look at the examples, look from the video and tell me what kind of house do you live in? What kind of house do you live in? Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's proceed. So we have a lesson 1, houses around the world. Houses around the world. So the big idea here is people live in different kinds of houses. Around the world, people live in different kinds of houses. So I read. Our houses protect us from different weathers. People live in different types of houses. Some people live in big villas. Some people live in apartments. Some people live in poor houses. Our houses protect us from different weathers. So now, when we look at the different houses, it goes with the different weather and the environment as well. So people live in different types of houses. Some people live in big villas. Some people live in apartments. Some people live in poor houses. So you can see the different houses here. We have villas, we have apartments, and here we say it's poor house, but yeah, which it is. Now let's look at, let's move to page 99. It says, now let's see, some people live in big cities. Some people live in big cities. Some people live on farms. Some people live on farms. Some people live in a house called a wigwam. Some people live in a house called a wigwam. And looking at this person here, I could say this is some of the red Indies. The red Indies. They usually settled in houses like this, which is called a wigwam. Thank you. Okay, so now let's get to the activity. Open to your activity book, get your activity book, page 52 and 53. Are we ready? If you're ready, say you're ready, because I am ready. Remember to write your date. Remember to write your date because it's always important. Thank you so much. I can see you writing your date. So now let's do it. Activity 1, it said build a house. Directions. Sing the song below. Sing the song below. Build a house. Build, build, build a house. With doors and windows too. Add a roof to keep it dry. A home for me and you. Let's sing it again. Build a house. Build, build, build a house. With doors and windows too. Add a roof to keep it dry. A home for me and you. Now they say follow the directions in the song above to draw your house in the box below. So now you're going to follow the directions in the song above so you can draw your house in the box below. Draw your house in the box below. Now let's look at activity 2. It says read the words in the box. Write the name of each house under the correct picture. So here we have the words in the word box, which are wigwam, villa, apartment, hut, tent. Wigwam, villa, apartment, hut, tent. So now I want you to use the words from the word box and write them correctly under each picture. Write them correctly under each picture. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. We've come to the end of the lesson. I hope you had a great time. I hope you have a wonderful time and see you tomorrow. Thank you.